Hi everyone, it's Hayley and today is Friday the 15th of February. My birthday is tomorrow, but today is pregnancy vlog day and some things have changed. We had an ultrasound this morning, 8 AM, bright and early. I'm really tired right now. I'm definitely going to be having a nap when AJ goes to bed here in about an hour. But we went in and we had the scan and I am 8 weeks pregnant today. I guess it's pretty much the same as being 6 weeks from conception. But yeah, they said I'm 8 weeks. So 8 weeks it is. Due date September the 28th. I honestly don't think I will have a baby in September. I reckon I will be having a baby in October, just purely because I do not see myself having a child on time or anything like that. So, but yeah, so due date September 28th, 8 weeks today they've put me at, and baby's looking really good from what we can see. Saw the little flicker of the heartbeat, which was 158 beats per minute, so it was really perfectly healthy for the age and everything. What else? The ultrasound technician told me that I have a tilted pelvis, tilted uterus. Oh my god, I can't talk. I have a tilted uterus. It wasn't mentioned in my last pregnancy that I had a tilted uterus. I don't think it was anyway. If they knew, they didn't say anything to me. So yeah, it's, I guess for my own confirmation, yeah, I definitely have a tilted uterus. So what that means is that when I go in for my, the 12-week scan to check the back of the neck for the folds or whatever, or the thickness. That's what they do for testing for Down syndrome and stuff, and doing other checks. The ultrasound tech said it would be better if I came in at 13 weeks instead of 12, because my uterus would have only sort of just started to tilt back to being normal at about 12 weeks, and she said she wanted to be able to get the best sort of image as possible, so for me to come in at about 13 weeks, which is fine. I think I went in at like 12 and a half weeks or something with AJ anyway, so that's okay. So yeah, that was that. I honestly thought that, I guess I kind of have had my dates have been mixed up, but my timing has been right, like, yeah, but anyway, we will just call this week 8. We've skipped a week, but really I guess last week was week 7 and the week before was week 5, but yeah, anyway, whatever. I'm not going to bother changing any numbers around, but this will just be week 8. I'm just going to go with what they've told me. I'm 8 weeks pregnant. Yay! So, that's crazy. So really, my symptoms started right on time. So, there's only one baby as well, so that, that puts to rest any of the twins sort of, things. But yeah, I honestly just thought that because I was a little bit off on my weeks. But anyway, enough of that. Everything's fine. Everything looks really good. And so yeah. So I'm just going to go into things that have been happening this week. Nausea has been still ever present. I had a couple of days where it wasn't bad at all, like I felt almost normal, and I kind of panicked, but then it came back full force. Today so far has probably been the hardest. And I don't know whether it's because I had to get up extra early this morning and start drinking water, so I'm tired as well, or what. But we went grocery shopping after our scan, after we had the scan, and we went grocery shopping after we were finished with the scan, and going through that supermarket. We went grocery shopping after we were finished with the scan, and going through that supermarket was the hardest thing. We were in sort of like the meat section, and it kind of went towards like the fish, like fresh fish and you know, all those sorts of different seafood, and the smell was absolutely revolting. Like I had to literally put my shirt over my mouth, and I was trying not to like puke. It was really strong. It was really like nauseating. So I sort of like pushed the trolley really fast, and was just like, I've got to get out of here, and sort of left my husband to pick things up. But yeah, and then I was okay. I sort of found refuge in the sort of the bakery section, and I was doing okay. And then all of a sudden, they must have pulled some fresh bread out of the oven or something, and the smell hit me, and I was like, okay, I've got to get out of this section too. So yeah, that was really weird that the smell of fresh bread would get me going. But yeah, smells are definitely sort of starting to make themselves known to me. I've noticed this week that cooking, the smell of beef cooking, like doing minced beef, or like doing, what did I do beef for? It was a casserole or something I did. The smell of that is really starting to, you know, make me want to puke. And the smell of, you get your, we have like oven chips that you get, frozen chips, and you put them in the oven. We get, you know, big chunky ones, not like little French fry ones, but big chunky ones. The smell of those cooking in the oven is, and the smell like after they've been cooked is too much for me as well. So it's really strange, those smells. Another thing that is really hard to do is to change AJ's nappies, his poopy nappies. The smell is just, it really is gag worthy. And I know they don't smell any different than they did before I was pregnant, but really, like, I think, yeah, my sense of smell is starting to kick up a notch, so that's been fun. Other reversions, it's mostly smells. I am not sort of, I haven't been eating a lot of vegetables, and I know I should be. I just, the thought of that just sort of like, yeah, I don't know. What I have been craving though a lot is carbs, and wanting things like Pringles, which I have indulged myself in, and then wanting to eat things like, wanting to eat the oven chips, even though the smell of them gets to me. It's weird. Also, I had my first, I guess, proper craving for poached eggs on toast, and so I made myself that. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. No, the day before. So I made myself that, and it was really good. But then, like, if I think about it, you know, I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, oh no, I don't think I could have that. So it's like, yeah, things are like sound really good one minute and I can have them, but if I think about them again later in the day or the next day, it's like, don't even mention it. Don't, no way. I've been really loving watermelon and a bit of apple. Not a lot of apple though. So I haven't been craving a lot of sweet stuff or anything. I guess more savoury, I suppose you could say. What else? Don't think there's anything else food wise. As far as other symptoms, I noticed this past week that I've been getting itchy palms, you know, on and off, and also the soles of my feet have been getting really itchy. I don't know if that happens during pregnancy, the soles of your feet. I've never heard of that. I've heard of the itchy palms during pregnancy, but I haven't heard of the itchy feet. But yeah, like my feet will just get really itchy, and so yeah, I just get like a spot on my hands that's really itchy and I just have to scratch it. Also, my hair is falling out, like not like in clumps or anything, but I noticed this started a week or two ago and I forgot to mention it, but it's like coming out, like in my hairbrush more is coming out, and it just seems to be like falling out of my head, and it's like on my clothes, and so that was really annoying. Like in the shower when I'm washing my hair, it's like entangled in my hands and things. But I mean, I haven't got any like bald patches or anything like that, so I mean, like I've still got a lot of hair. I have quite a lot of hair, like thick hair, so I haven't like had any. I don't remember if I had this with AJ. Probably didn't really notice, but yeah, I definitely noticed that more is sort of, you know, everywhere but in my head. This week I have officially become emotional, like crying emotional, not anger emotional. I still get a bit of the anger emotional, but the first time it happened was at night time, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and I went to the bathroom to go to the loo as I normally do, and I went to turn on the light, and we've been doing painting and renovations in our toilet and things, so the cover's not on the light switch, and I accidentally electrocuted myself. And I've done that a few times before on that light, and normally I'd be like, oh, you know, fuck, that really hurt, or, you know, curse a bit and move on. But this time it was like, oh my god, like, I can't believe that just electrocuted me, that's so mean. And I just went, I don't know, like this weird thought pattern in my head, and I just started crying and crying, like crying, not just like but like really like crying, like hyperventilating, crying, like I got really upset about it. And my husband was like, what's wrong? I was like, the light electrocuted me, and he was like, oh, he was so good about it. But yeah, that was the first thing. And then now things on TV are starting to make me all teary-eyed, and I get a bit choked up, you know, and it's not even things that you would expect to get choked up at, you know, like an emotional scene at a movie or a TV show or anything. It's just the weirdest things. So I definitely am noticing that. I mean, I've always been a bit more emotional since I had AJ anyway, like things sort of just get to me a bit easier, but that sort of has sort of after about a year sort of dwindled off, but now it's definitely come back. So yeah, I'm sort of like holding back tears, and yeah, random things will just make me want to cry, and sometimes, yeah, make me cry. I think I read something on the computer the other day and it made me cry, and it wasn't even that sort of, logically it's not something that would make you cry. So definitely the hormones are raging. My boobs are officially sore all the time now, and like painful sore. It's still not like the whole boobie, but yeah, it's definitely very sore. I think they're starting to get a bit fuller up the top again now. Of course, once I stopped breastfeeding, they sort of were like really like, here's my sort of chest, and they've just went, yeah, and then sort of went, they're really deflated. But now they're sort of starting to sort of curve up a bit. My bra size hasn't changed or anything yet. This is in centimetres, my measuring tape here. Just going to do it across the belly button. You have to excuse all the lines from my pants that I wore today. Across the belly button. We are hang on, where are we? 99. We're at 99 centimetres round, which is only a so 99 centimetres around, which it's only a couple of centimetres more, but than last time I did my measurements. But last time I did my measurements, which was a couple of weeks ago or something, was in the morning, right when I got up, and today I've already eaten. It's like almost lunchtime, so I don't know if that counts for affects it or anything. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.